He's old enough. He is old enough. What is he, like 40? So anyway, Cory points out to Shawn that nobody knows he did it. It doesn't bother Shawn, really, until two girls walk by. And I didn't write this down because it was like, one of the girls goes and says, if it was my boyfriend, I would do anything for him. And the crowd goes, woo!
I did it! I did it!
And Shawn's like, it's killing me. It's killing me. Let me walk into the room. Okay, I have to make a point here. This is stuff I'm pointing out now watching it back, because on Gourmet Drill, this shit happens all the time, and now they're actually making fun of it on Gourmet Drill. They're actually openly making fun of it. So we walk in the room, and this whole storyline's going on, and of course, Mr. Turner talking about the Scarlet Letter. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? They're making fun of this shit now on Gourmet Drill, that they're intentionally doing it now.
What, where the lesson happens to coincide with the moral of the story?
On the season premiere this year, they openly made fun of their own plot trope from the last season of doing that in every episode. They openly made fun of it, which I thought was fantastic. Well, oh yeah, by the way, we're recording this the week of the full week of okay, I'll be right back. I need to go check on ZDO Fest. I need help. Right back. Right back.
Okay.
Alright, we're recording this on the week of the season premiere week-long event of Gourmet Drill. So if I reference Gourmet Drill a lot, that's why. So anyway, we're talking about the Scarlet Letter. And Turner, to his credit, goes and says, what does the A stand for? And Cory's response is...
boring.
And Turner asked to excuse Mr. Matthews because he's never seen an A before. Which the crowd did get like, oh, I love the crowd in this season.
Although I have to agree with Cory, the book really, really was a snoozer.
Yeah, well, that's not the point here. The point is the Scarlet Letter is the point of this episode, really.
And thankfully not the crappy Demi Moore movie.
So, we find out that Molly broke up with Eric And Molly had this entire intelligent thing that I didn't even bother to write down because it was just too complicated for me.
Yeah.
And Eric's response was, bite me. Of course it was.
Basically said that his immaturity was holding her back.
Blah, 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 blah.
Huh.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. I do love the fact that Eric calls her a status relationship, by the way.
Yeah. I think that might be one of the smartest things he's ever said.
Well, yeah, at least he admitted it.
Yeah.
Alan goes on this whole thing on how he's back on the market, and he's special, and you'll find the woman that's going to make you feel special, and Amy walks in and slaps him in the back of the head.
I was to say basically all that horse shit.
And then Amy slaps her in the back of the head for freaking looking out the garage.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, you know, that world where everyone is special and sunshine and rainbows.
That's why I love this show, because it's not based in that reality.
Yeah.
This is the real world.
Yeah.
So Morgan is so happy because she sees the headline, and Amy didn't find it very funny, but Morgan loves the fact that the word is weenie, and says it over and over and over and over, like
I can read,
like any other little kid would do.
Yeah.
Trust me, they would do
Feeny is
it.
a weenie. I can read.
So, back to school, and Eric tells Jason that if I fall in love with another woman my junior year, to pretty much stop me.
Yeah.
In so many words. Well, he crashes in to a southern girl with an over-the-top southern accent from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Named Desiree.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. This is Sydney Bennett.
Yeah.
She looks like she's in 2 episodes of this show. She'll be back one more episode.
What, both as Desiree?
Yes, as Desiree. She'll be back again in this show one more time. She guest starred in Two Guys, a Girl at a Pizza Place, Mad About You, Matlock, Moesha.
Yeah.
People forget about that one. I want to know how to get laid at the end of the world. I want to know what the hell that is.
Yeah. Probably what it says on the tin.
It's a movie, so...
Exactly what it says on the tin.
And she guest recently in Psych. And Bunheads. There you go. But yeah, she's over the top. This is so over the top. It's ridiculous. It got to the point where I just stopped taking notes because it was just so ridiculous to me. What do you think?
I've heard more over the top,
especially on this show. But we'll get there. Shawn.
I'm starting to get the vapors.
We'll get to that in a minute. Shawn takes this whole thing to a new level and changes Feeny's name on his office door to Mr. George Weeny. Except for that little mark of black that he missed, that Cory put his finger on trying to wipe it off the door, which made it worse, oddly enough.
Yeah.
And then while that leaves the mark on his finger, Janitor Bud, though, saw Cory with his good eye.
Yeah. Well, that should hinder his viability as a witness.
Because you didn't see the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with Janitor Bud.
Oh, no, he says he never didn't get a good look at the other guy.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go. Well, Feeny accuses Cory, obviously, because he's the one that he saw.
And he's basically the friggin' chew toy in this series.
So Cory has, so the end of, I wanted to note, this is exactly what he said. You have to the end of the school day to rat out whoever did this, or you'll be suspended. When did he have time to go home? And then the next day, huh? Did I miss something at the time frame?
No, he said you have till the end of the next school day.
Oh, then he said that day.
No, he said you have till
I must have wrote it down wrong. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, because because he goes home, he talks to Amy and Alan, and Amy is in the camp that she should rat on Shawn. Alan's in the camp that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
What's your camp?
I'm really torn on this.
Yeah, so am I. And I've been on both sides of the coin, so I understand. So I do appreciate that Amy was concerned about the suspension that is going to go on a permanent record.
Well, Alan was more concerned about honor. Well,
Alan also goes and says, no college looks at that anyway. And I wrote this down, it made me chuckle. Any college will let you in if you have enough money.
It's true.
And then Amy's response is, do we have enough money? And Alan looks at Shawn and looks at Cory and says, you have to rat out your friend because we're poor. Boy, that's a real-life moment if I've ever read one right there. So, cut back to school.
Boy, he has more waffles than a house of pancakes.
Oh, God. Back to school. And Shawn showed the paper again to Cory.
Yeah.
And the corrections. We didn't mean to call him Feeny.
Weeny.
Weeny. It was. I'll do the count. It was Mr. Weeny, 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 Weeny.
Continue on page 13A.
Weeny. 10 Weenies. Over a two
10
column.
Weenies. Isn't that the amount you see in an episode of Game of Thrones?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I went there.
Wow. But we find out that it wasn't Shawn this time.
Because for some reason, George R.R. Martin has an insane obsession with dicks.
We'll go on. I don't watch Game of Thrones. So, Joey and Frankie did this one.
Yeah.
And Harley was happy.
Yeah. Fellas, I believe I am having a moment here.
I want to blow my nose on that in that kid.
Yeah. Although I have to give credit to the actor who plays Harley, it takes a lot of skill to be that unemotional.
Yeah, seriously. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't move. He doesn't change facial expressions. But you can feel it. That's the best part.
I was going to say, maybe his acting teacher was Keanu Reeves.
But you know what, though? He has more acting ability in that scene than Keanu Reeves in Dracula.
Yeah. Although apparently his turn in John Wick was pretty good from what I hear.
I'm just going with the movie that I know I can reference.
Oh, God. Seriously, Coppola, I know I understand you had to cast a name, but Reeves?
Terrible movie. So anyway, we'll move on.
Oh, yeah, and so faithful to the book that they actually did a novelization of the screenplay.
So anyway, we're back to this. Sorry about that. Sorry for just getting there. I had to use your reference. Anyway, we're back to Desiree and Eric nauseating me completely. And I stopped typing a Georgia piece in Yankee Doodle.
Yeah. Actually,
what else did you have?
I was going to say, well, it kind of reminded me of a clip from My Little Pony. Pony during the Valentine's Day episode where Big Mac and Shirley, the school teacher, wind up under the effects of a love potion and have a lot of very nauseating nicknames for each other.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened here on the show, too.
Yeah.
He's my schmoopy doopy sweetie weedy pony pie.
You're my schmoopy doopy sweetie weedy pony pie.
Did he just say? You're my cutie patootie lovey-dovey honey bunny.
You're my hearty smarty smoochy woochy baby weedy.
So, Shawn, back to I'm going to go with these two because
that was
I just completely skipped it.
It was that nauseating.
And Desiree's in another episode. We'll get to that another time. So anyway, Shawn goes and tells Cory, "Thank you for taking a suspension for me.
Yeah.
My dad told me that one more screw up and I'll ship you off to military school."
After the mailbox incident.
After the mailbox incident. That didn't sound like Chet Hunter to me. That really doesn't. Now that we know Chet Hunter, as we know him.
Well, it's just kind of like early installment weirdness.
I know, it doesn't sound like Chet Hunter at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like something he would say. But anyway.
I got two stupid boys.
I love Chet Hunter. I can't wait till we talk about him. I cannot wait. Anyway.
I can't wait to bust out my Chet Hunter impression.
I can't wait. I love Chet. It's one of my favorite characters.
Basically,
on the show.
the one thing that I love about the guy is he actually replaced Jim Varney as Slinky Dog.
Oh, you're absolutely right. He did. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
He actually said something once, and it's cracked me up when he did stand-up comedy. He said, "I grew up in the South and I served in Vietnam. It was like I was being punished for the same thing twice."
Wow. So, where are we? Oh yeah. So Turner pops his head out to tell Feeny after Feeny pretty much tells Cory. Yeah. Feeny comes out with the paper. Weeny, 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 weeny. And Weeny.
Yeah. Don't be late, Mr. Matthews.
And Turner stops him.
Yeah.
And pretty much says he's in a new school, and Feeny, to his credit.
Yeah.
As am I.
Yeah.
He just walks away. Very well put. Very well put.
I have pwned you, Mr. Matthews.
It's Turner. That was Turner.
Just a second. I have pwned you, Mr. Turner.
So Turner, to his credit.
Although, really, can you imagine William Daniels saying pwned?
No. He's too intelligent, especially on this show. Anyway. What was I saying? Turner pulls Cory aside after class and pretty much says, pretty much takes Feeny's side in a weird way because he understands because Turner's new too.
Yeah.
It's a weird way of putting it. I understand where Turner's coming from. I have to admit it. It was really nicely put. Almost like saying, look, you're new, I'm new, he's new. You have to understand where we're all coming
First impressions matter.
There you go. First impressions is what's important here. And it really made perfect sense. I'm not going to lie.